All right, so we are back again. So this video I'm doing Selangor paper 1, okay? Selangor mathematic paper, set 1, Kertas 1, all right? For 2022 trial. So let's skip all the formulas and go to question number 1. Okay, so let me get my calculator. Okay, let's go. Number 1, a number n is rounded off correct to 3 significant figures to be 4.30. Which of the following is the possible value of n? So we will try to round off this into 3 significant figures and see which one is 4.30. So we will try to round off this. How can we round off this? 4.291. If we want 3 significant figure, means we will come from left to right. 1, 2, 3, and then we will erase the number at the back. But before we erase, we have to check whether this number is more than 5. Is 5 ataupun more than 5? But 1 is smaller than 5, so I don't have to do anything. So this is the answer after you run off to 3 significant figures. Let's go to the next question. 4.295. So same thing, 1, 2, 3, and then erase the rest. But before you erase, check whether this number is bigger than 5 or ataupun sama dengan 5. So 5 is actually, I need to round off. So the 29 I have to plus 1, it becomes 30 like this. And then the 5 I'll erase. So the B, after I round off to 3 significant figures, I'll get 4.30. Let's try with 4.305. Let's do it the same way. We count 1, 2, 3 from left to right, and then erase the rest. But before we erase, we have to check whether this digit is 5 or bigger than 5 or not. If it's 5 ataupun bigger than 5, I have to plus 1 here. So it'll be 4.31, okay? And for my final one, 4.309, same thing. Count from left to right, 1, 2, 3, and then erase the rest. Before you erase, just check whether is it 5 or bigger than 5. 9 is definitely bigger than 5, so definitely have to plus 1. And after I plus 1 here, I can erase the 9. So it'll be 4.31, and then the 9 hilang already. So 4.31. So the answer is B. All right, the answer is B. Okay, that's how you do it. Let's go to number 2. Diagram 1 shows the picture of the sun in the shape of a sphere. So this is a sphere. So they say, according to Wikipedia, the radius of sun is 696,342 kilometer. So let's write down the radius is 696,342 and the unit is kilometer. Calculate the surface area in kilometer square of the sun. So I don't think the unit is a problem here because they also want in kilometer square. And then state the answer in standard form correct to 3 significant figures. Use pi equals to 3.142. Well, you know it's not B and C already because they say 3 significant figures, right? This one got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's either A or D. So, okay, let's do it lah. Okay, first of all, we need to know the formula for surface area for sphere because they say this is a sphere. So let's talk about the sphere. So sphere, how to find the surface area? So the total surface area for sphere will be 4 pi r square. All right, but the what if it's a hemisphere? Okay, if it's a hemisphere, like this, okay, if it's like this, sorry, if it's like half a sphere, the total surface area will be 3 pi r square. Then maybe some student they will ask, can 2 pi r square because hemisphere is half of the sphere, right? Okay, no, because when you cut it in half, can you see that there's one surface here, which is the flat surface, and also the curved surface. So the flat surface punya area will be 2 pi r square. Sorry. It will be pi r square. Okay, sorry, pi r square. And then the curved part will be 2 pi r square. Okay, that is why the total surface area of the whole sphere is 4 pi r square, because half of the curved area and half of the curved area is 2 pi r square, 2 pi r square. That's why it's 4 pi r square. But when I cut it in half, we have to consider this surface as well. So the curved part will be 2 pi r square plus 3 pi r square. The rest is 3 pi r square. Okay, but of course, if this part is not, if we don't want to count this part, then it's just 2 pi r square lah. Okay, but I'll just erase this because you don't need this. For this question, you don't need this. So let's go to do the question. So the formula will be 4 times pi. Pi, they already say use 3.142. And then r squared, the radius we already know is 696,342. I don't have to convert into any other units because this one already says 696,342. So automatic, this is in kilometer. So automatic, when it comes out, it will be kilometer square, which is what they want. Let's press 4 times 3.142 times 696,342. So I got, oh my God, this is very big. So 87 8751,626.256. But of course, this is not the answer yet because they want in standard form, right? But wait, did I do something wrong here? 4 pi r. Okay, I forgot to square. Sorry. 4 times 3.142 times 696,342 square. Okay, sorry, I forgot to square it just now. So the answer should be what? 6. Oh, I used the white calculator and straight away it gives me in standard form already. So the answer is D lah. Okay. So yeah, the soalan gives me in standard form already. Like in my white, I use the white color calculator and they give me straight away this one. But I want to explain why the answer cannot be C. Because even though C looks exactly the same here, the reason is because they say in 3 significant figures. That's why I will just write 6.09. But before I erase, of course, I have to check whether this value is 5 ataupun bigger than 5. Because if it's 5 bigger than 5, I have to plus 1 here. Then it will be 6.10. But since this case, it's a 4. That's why I don't have to plus 1. That's why the answer is D. All right. So that's how you do it. And also, I want to show that this sphere punya formula you need to remember. Let me scroll up and let you see in the formula what they will also give you. Okay, here is it. So we have surface area of cylinder, surface area of cone, surface area of sphere. You see 4 pi r square. Volume of prism, volume of cylinder. These are all the formulas yang they provide lah. Okay. All right. So let's go to number 3. Kilang Roti Maju produces 2.64 million. Okay, you have to know if it's million means times 10 power 6. All right, that's what it means. It means 1 million is 1,000,000. That's what it means. 6 zeros. If 1 million. But if they say 2.64 million means 2.64, and then you just have to move backwards the decimal point 6 times. Okay, Kilang Roti Maju produced 2.64 million loaves of bread a week. So in 7 days, in 7 days a week, this is how much the factory produced. And then they say the factory operates 7 days. Means 1 week lah. 1 week lah. Operates 1 week and 24 hours a day. So 24 hours a day, all right, I understand. Calculate the average profit. So what they want now, average profit means your answer will be in RM lah. Because profit means the untung, right? So it'll be RM something. So calculate the average profit per hour. If the net profit of 1 loaf of bread is 47 cents, state the answer to the nearest RM. So if 1 loaf of bread is 47 cents, means 0.7 times with the total number of loaf of bread lah. But they want average profit per hour. Per hour. It means I have to take 0.47 times with what? Times with the number of loaf of bread, but not this one, because this one is in a week. I want in an hour, in 1 hour, because this 47 cents is the profit for the 1 loaf of bread per hour. But they say they want the total the average profit, right? So I think I have to take 0.7, which is the profit for 1 loaf of bread, times with the number of bread produced in 1 hour. But then we already know the number of bread produced in 1 week is this. So if I divide by 7, I will know the number of loaf of bread produced in 1 day, right? Because 1 week has 7 days, right? So, but then I still have to divide with 24. Okay. It means I will press, okay, let's not write like this. It's very confusing if I write like this. Okay. So it means I will tekan this one, divide 7 to get the number of loaf of bread produced in 1 day, and then divide by 24 so that I will get, in the end, I will get the number of loaf of bread produced in 1 hour. So I will press 2.64 times 10 power 6 divide 7 divide 24. So I got 15714.285. 15714.285, so 29. So you can transfer this answer here and then answer times 0.47. Okay, the answer is 7385.71, right? So is there any answer here? Okay, there's no answer here, right? Okay, the reason why there's no here is because they asked us to state the answer to the nearest RM. It means I don't want to have the decimal point. It means I will erase these 2 numbers. But before you erase, you have to check whether after the decimal point, is it bigger than 5 or not? So 7 is bigger than 5. So I will erase this, but at the same time, I will plus 1 here. So 7386. So the answer is C. Okay. So hope you understand. Okay, let's go to number 4. state the value of digit 7 in this number in base 10. So 20761 base 9. If you want to know the value of digit 7 in base 10, I have to write down the place value. So 9 power 0, 9 power 1, 9 power 2, 9 power 3, 9 power 4, and then we will times all these numbers together and add all of them. But you don't have to do that because they never ask you to change the whole value to base 10. If they ask you to change this whole thing to base 10, then this is what you do. You times, and then pass all together. But they only want the digit 7. So you only do this is enough. Just press 7 times 9 squared, you get the answer. So 7 times 9 squared is 81, right? So 567, right? Quite easy. Yeah. Okay, number 5. Given that x base 10 is in between 1110 base 3 and 60 base 7. List down all the integers of x. First of all, this is in base 3, this is in base 7. So it's very hard to see the possible values of x. I need to change this to base 7 and base 7. And how to change to base 7? I just told you just now in question 4. So how to do that? 1110 base 3, write down the place value. 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3. And then times all together. If it's base 3, then the place value will be 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 power 2, and so on. If it's base 7, then it will be 7 power. But if it's base 9 number, then it will be 9 power 0, 9 power 1, 9 power 2. And always start from the how to say, right to left. Okay, let's times them together. 1 times 3 power 3, 27. Tekan 1 times 3 power 2, 9. Tekan 1 times 3, 3. 0 times 1, 0. So pass them all together, you will get 37. And this 37 is not the answer, of course. It's just the value in base 10. So the 1110 base 3 in base 10 is actually 37. Did I do it correctly? 9. No, it's not 37. 27 plus 12. Okay, sorry, it's 39. If you press this, you will get 39. Okay, what about the other side, this side? This is 60 base 7. So 60 base 7, I want to convert to base 10. I'll write down the place value, 7 power 0, 7 power 1. And then times 6 times 7 power 1 is 42. 0 times whatever is still 0, so 42. So now I can tell which the possible values of x must be, the x must be in between 39 and 42. Means it has to be bigger than 39, but smaller than 42. So the answer is B, right? Because there's no line here. It means we can't take 39 and 42 is not included. So the numbers in between is 40 and 41. But of course, if there's a line here, then we will take the 39 also. But there's no line, right? So that's why the answer is just 40 and 41. So that's how you do it. Number 6, diagram 2 shows a pentagon QRSTU and PQR is a straight line. So we all know pentagon, the total angle is 540. So 90, 106, 145. I can find here by taking 180 minus 78. 180 minus 78, I get 102. And then X is just 540 minus 90 minus 106 minus 145 minus 102. And then I will just press 540 minus 90 minus 106 minus 145 minus 102. So the answer is 97. But maybe some of you will ask me, hey, how you know the total angle is 540? Okay, if you ask me this question, means you never watched my previous video. Means you still don't know how, still don't understand this part. Apa, I will just explain one more time. Okay, so the sum of interior angle formula is what? I explained this so many times already in my previous video also. The formula is n minus 2 times 180. But if you see the word regular, you can divide by n. Or you can only divide by n when you see the word regular. Because regular means semua sama panjang. Tapi I'll just show you. So sum of interior angle is this formula. So what do I mean by interior angle? Means all the angle inside the polygon add together, the sum of it. So how many sides we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means the n is 5. So 5 minus 2 times 180, you will get 540. It means the sum of interior angles inside the polygon is 540. That's how I know. Okay. But what if they say regular polygon? Because if they mention the word regular, means this polygon has 5 sides, but at the same time they are all equally same panjang. It means the angle here should be same also. It means I can take 540, divide n, divide n, divide n, and I'll get 108 each. Okay, but I can't do that for this question because this is not a regular pentagon. As you can see, the angle here is different. It means the length here is also different. But of course, if the length is same, you will just divide by n. After you get the sum, you just divide by if it's 6 sides, you divide 6. If it's 8 sides, you divide 8. Right? So that's how you do it. Okay, number 7. Diagram 3 shows a regular. You see? Just now number 6, I mentioned already, right? If it's regular, what you can do? You can divide n, you can divide n, you can divide n. This is the time to do it. So sum of interior angle, but I already hafal already. I know it's 120, 120. Okay. The reason I know is because I hafal already. And then 180 minus 120 is 60, divided by 2 is 30, 30 here. But look carefully, you can see there's a it's clearly a 90-degree here, because we already know this is a regular hexagon. So the whole thing is 120 lah. Minus 30 is 90. And then what else you nampak? You nampak this. Can you see this? This one, this one, this one, this one. So if this is a regular hexagon, it means we can conclude that 6 sides are all equally same. That's why all the angle here all same. 120, 120, some more 120. But then I cut this in half. So what is 120 cut in half? It should be 60. Okay, it should be 60, 60 here, right? And if this is 60, how much is here? Well, the whole thing is 120. 120 minus 60, 60 also lah. And then what is y? Well, use the right angle triangle, because a triangle inside the total is 180. So if you want to get y, I'll just take 180 minus 90 minus 60. And then the answer is 30. But maybe some of you will say, hey, how you know the total angle inside the hexagon is 120? Well, it's clear that you never listened. Okay, I just told you just now only. Okay, watch more. Okay, do more exercise. Okay, I'll just explain one more time lah. Sum of interior angles. The formula n minus 2 times 180, right? But what's the n here? Hexagon got 6 sides. So 6 minus 2. But I can divide by n this time because there's the word regular. It means all sides equal. So divide by 6. So it will be 6 times minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180 is 720. And then divide by 6 is 120. That's why each side is 120, 120, 120, 120. Okay. So number 7, that's how you do it. Okay, let's go to number 8. Diagram 4 shows a circle with center O. Okay, I can see it. KLN is the diameter of circle. Okay, this word diameter, if in a circle, they tell you a diameter. Okay, diameter means the line have to pass through center one. It means that it consists of 1 radius, 2 radius, right? And then the whole line, we call it diameter. And then you have to know something. If the diameter tarik, it means tarik until the tepi, until the side. And if I tarik satu line here and I tarik satu line here, this will be 90 degree. Same, if I tarik here also, it will be the same. Okay, it will be 90 degrees. So what if I tarik here? It will be tarik from here and then from here, yeah, it will be 90 also. Same if I brought here, it will be 90. Same if I tarik here, it will be 90. And then same if I tarik from the side of the circle, it will be 90. Okay. So if I say this is a diameter, means if I tarik here and I tarik here, this would be 90 lah. Okay. So this is 90 degree. Okay, this is 90 degree. And then they say find the value of P. Okay, where is P? P is here, right? Okay, how to do it? Okay, first of all, I saw this triangle. I don't know whether you can see it or not. I will highlight it for you. So you see this, you see this, you see this, you see this. So it means I can find this angle, right? Because this is a triangle, and inside the triangle, the total angle is 180. So 180 minus 90 minus 44, I should get 46. So this is 46. But then what else I can do? Okay, I see a cyclic quadrilateral. What is cyclic quadrilateral, class? Do you remember? Look at this. LM, MJ, JK, LP. So this is cyclic quadrilateral. It means, what does it mean? It means the angle here and the angle here plus together, opposite, and plus together is 180. 65 plus 46 plus P equals to 180. So P equals to 180 minus 65 minus 46. So the answer is 69, right? So that's the answer. Let me explain a bit on this. If there's a circle and inside the circle there's a quadrilateral, quadrilateral means it has 4 sides, and all the 4 vertex of the quadrilateral touches the side of the circle, then it's called a cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral. And in cyclic quadrilateral, you kena tahu satu benda, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. A plus C is 180, and then B plus D is also 180. Okay. But what if the quadrilateral look like this? It's touch the side, but one of the corner didn't touch the side. Then can we say that this angle plus this angle 180? Cannot lah. Cannot. Because this is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, we can only apply this formula when it's a cyclic quadrilateral, when 4 of the vertex of the quadrilateral touches the sides. So that's how you do it. Okay, let's go to number 9. In diagram 5, MLN is a tangent. So straight away, I will know circle. If I tangent means the line touches satu point saja. And this point, we call it the tangent point. Tangent point. And you have to know a few things. The circle center tarik to tangent point sentiasa 90 degree. And also there's one more thing is if in the tangent point, if I tarik satu line to the side of the circle and I tarik satu line to the circle and I form a triangle like this angle and this angle will be same. So x. And then this angle and this angle will be the same, y. But of course, the syarat is you have to make sure this triangle, these two vertex have to touch the side of the circle. And the other one has to be the tangent point. Then only you can apply this. So if you look here, we can straight away find this angle because I already tell you that center tarik tangent should be 90. What is 90 minus 65? 25. And then look at this. OJOL, isn't this a radius? Because they are both radius, so they both will have the same length, right? And then if you look carefully, there's something that looks like a rocket here. Okay, like this, right? So, and this is 40, right? So this angle I can find. I just have to take 2 times 40. It means if I have something like this, a shape like this, but of course it has to touch. If it doesn't touch, then it doesn't count one. Then you can't use this. So if it all, if this one touch, this one touch, this one touch, and it looks like a rocket like this, and the angle here is x, and means the angle here will be 2x. Will be twice as big. Just remember the angle at center is always bigger. Yeah, the angle at the center must be bigger than the angle at the side. So the 40 is the side angle, so angle at center must be bigger. So 40 times 2, 80. And since this is a isosceles triangle, I can means this angle and this angle will be same. So what you do to get these two angles, you take 180 minus 80 equals and then divide 2. So 50. It means this is each 50, each 50. But they want to find value of z. And if you look at z, z is here, right? So what you want to do is, actually they like to ask this shape a lot of times in exam they ask this. So we all know z is here, right? But look at this shape. What shape is this? How many sides this shape have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4. It means what is the sum of interior angle? What is the sum of all these angles add together? It should be 360, right? So if I want to find z, I would just take 360 minus this angle, minus this angle, and minus this angle. Not the outside one, because the 360 is sum of interior angle. So 360 minus 40 first, and then minus the 25, which is over here, and then one more angle is here. But how to get this? Just press 360 minus 80 lah. You will get 280. So let me check with the calculator. Yes, and then you press the whole thing here. 360 minus 40 minus 25 minus 280. So I got 15. Okay, 15. So that's the answer. Okay, so I hope you understand what I'm explaining here. Okay, let's go to number 10. Diagram 6 shows a triangle PQR and the quadrant. The moment I see this word, I know it's 90 degree because that's what quadrant means. Quadrant means 90 degree. Quarter also means like 1/4, right? Or you will sometimes see first quartile, the Q1, Q2, Q3, right? So what's first quartile? It means 1/4, so it means a quarter. So if I say a quadrant of a circle, it means what? 1/4 of the circle lah. But we all know circle is 360. If I cut it into what like this, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, it'll be 90, 90, 90, 90. That's why this is 90, right? And then they say, right, given that PR equals to QR equals 4 cm, I should label this, right? PR is 4 cm, let's label. And then QR is also 4 cm, let's label. S and T are the midpoints of PR and RQ. So S is the midpoints of PR, S is midpoint of PR, so 2 cm, 2 cm. So we can say that the radius of this quadrant is 2 lah. And then also T is the midpoint of RQ, so T is the midpoint of RQ, so this is 2, this is 2. So yeah, and then they say which of the following shaded area in ABCD represents the locus of point X if triangle PQR with XR more than 2 cm. Okay, so this is about locus. So let's use other color. Let's use blue color. Okay, you have to know that the point X is the locus of point X, means X is the moving point. X is the moving point, but it has to move such that XR distance is always more than 2 cm. So if you look at the diagram, there's no point X here, but there is point R here. So it means that the point X have to move, but dengan syarat apa? Dengan condition XR punya jarak sentiasa more than 2 cm. So let's say this is R, and then X is 2 cm away from R. So if I have to keep the same distance means you will move a circle like this, right? But they say more than 2 cm, more than 2 cm. It means this is R, right? So away from 2 cm away from R is T and S. But since they say more than 2 cm, it means it's beyond ST. It's not the how to say? After the ST, the shaded region will be here. But of course, it's here also lah. It's here also, outside here also kita kira. But I will not load it sampai sini lah because I think the answer, the ABCD answer all, I mean the answer is inside this triangle. It's not outside. That's why it's no point shading outside. And then they say or equal. Okay, let's read again. Which of the following shaded region represents the locus of X in triangle PQR with XR more than 2 cm or equal? So stop here. It means that this one also, how to say? It means it can be 2 cm away from R, but also at the same time, it means like bigger sama dengan lah. Bigger sama dengan 2. That's what it means. It means the X and R punya distance have to be sentiasa 2 cm, 2 cm jarak dia ataupun lebih lah. So here ataupun here lah. Okay, let's use red color this time. From point R, okay, from point R and less than 2 cm from side PR. Okay, where is PR? PR is here, right? But they say less than 2 cm from PR. So this is P, this is R. And they say less than 2 cm from side PR. So where, but we already know the answer must be in this diagram. So definitely on the right side lah. It means that this have to be less than 2 cm, right? But we all know this, if PR, if I go ke kanan 2 cm, it will be here, right? R ke kanan 2 cm is here, P ke kanan 2 cm is here. So this is the line where I have to, this is the cutoff point. Of course, there's one more line here where it's also 2 cm, but you don't have to do that lah, because I told you already, right? The answer is inside this triangle. It won't be outside one, so there's no point drawing it there. So I'll just draw it here, and then they say less than 2 cm from side PR. It means, will I load it here? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I will load it here. I think I will load it here because they say less than 2 cm from PR. So these are all less than. Okay, let's not shade like this. Let's shade like this. Like this. Like this. All right. So this is less than 2 cm from side PR. Okay. But of course, it's here also and it's here also. But I mentioned many times already, we will not load it there. We will not shade there because the answer must be inside the shaded region. So what is the answer? Okay, you will choose the one that has both red color and blue color lah. So this is the answer. This is the one. Okay, why you cannot choose this as your answer? Because this one, it only satisfies the XR more than 2 cm. It never satisfies less than 2 cm from PR. It's actually more than 2 cm from PR. So we can't take this. Same thing, we can't take the red color part also because it only satisfies one of the condition. We have to take the one yang ada both colors that satisfy both condition, that satisfy both. So this is the answer. So if you look at ABCD, okay, it's very clear the answer is D, right? Okay, cannot be A. Why cannot be A? Because I mentioned already this part cannot take. Cannot be B also because B they go and shade this part, so wrong also. C also cannot lah because you go and shade the triangle outside. Yeah, cannot. So the answer is D. Okay, number 11. Table 1 shows the number of balls in the box. So we have X blue balls, 20 yellow balls, 12 green balls. Hakimi takes a ball randomly from the box. Okay, the probability of getting green is 1/4. So probability of green is 1/4. Calculate the probability of Hakimi choosing the ball that is not yellow. Okay, I cannot find this first. I need to know the total first because if I don't know the total, I can't find the not yellow punya. So how to find the total? Okay, they say probability of green is 1/4. It means 12 over X plus 20 plus 12 is 1/4 lah, because probability of choosing one ball green is 1/4, and we already know the total, the green ball number of green is 12. The total will be 12 plus 20 plus X lah. So now I can darab silang. 4 times 12 is 48. 20 plus 12 is 32. So it's just X plus 32. Okay, because when you times 1, nothing happens. So now how to find X? 48 minus 32, which is 16. So now we know X is 16, but is that the total? That's not the total. This is the number of blue balls. Now they say calculate probability that is not yellow. So how to find probability of not yellow? Well, I can find probability of yellow first. We already know the total got how many? 16 plus 20 plus 12. Let's press in the calculator. 16 plus 20 plus 12. Okay, I got 48. It means the total will be, the probability will be definitely over 48. But the number of yellow balls is only 20. So the answer will be cut, divide by 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 5/12, right? But they say not yellow, right? So what I have to do is I have to take 1 minus 5 over 12, which is 7 over 12. All right. Because the answer asks for probability not yellow. So what I do is I find the probability of yellow first, and then I take 1 minus lah, because total probability must be 1. So I minus out the 5 over 12, then the remaining, that's the not yellow one. Okay. Ataupun you can also say, take, because they say not yellow, right? So you can just take 16 plus 12, which is 28 over total 48. Can also, you will get 7 over 12 also. Okay. So yeah, it's the same. So that's how you do it. Okay, number 12. Michael Azira have 3 children, namely Izul, Shasha, Amir. So 3 children. Izul is X years old, Shasha is Y years old, while Amir is, okay, there's a lot. I think I have to write it down. So Izul, how old is him? X years old. And then Shasha, okay, Y years old, Y years old. While Amir, 2 years older than Shasha. So Y plus 2 lah. It means if Shasha is 5 years old, then Amir will be 7. If Shasha is 10 years old, then it will be 12. It's 2 years older. And then which of the following expression represents the total ages of their 3 children? Just plus together lah. X plus Y plus Y plus 2. So the answer is X plus 2Y plus 2. Answer is C. Okay, nothing much to explain there. Very easy. Number 13. Nadia has baked a rectangular chocolate cake. Let's draw it out. So this is a rectangle chocolate cake. So I draw a rectangle. 6x plus 4 cm long and 2x plus 4 cm wide. So the long is this one, 6x plus 4. And then the length is 2x plus 4. I mean the width, sorry, the width. And then it says she has cut the chocolate cake to 6 parts long, 4 parts wide. Calculate the top surface area of piece of chocolate cake. Okay, we don't try to find the top surface area first. We try to cut this into 6 parts long, 4 parts wide. So let's use a red color pen to cut it. So this is the long, right? The horizontal one, this is the long, but I have to cut it into 6 parts equally. So how to cut it? So let's say here 2, 3, 4, 5. So cut, 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 and you get 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then let's use a blue marker, blue color, and then try to go 4 parts wide. So this is the white, but I have to cut it into 4 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3. So there should be 4 parts. So like this, and then like this. Okay. Okay, actually it's equal size lah. Walaupun it doesn't look like it's equal size, but it should be equal size one. Because my drawing is very ugly, but it should be equal size. All these should be equal size. Okay, now they say, right, calculate the top surface area of one piece of chocolate cake. Okay, there's 2 methods that I can think of right now. The first thing first is you try to find the area of the whole thing first, and then you divide by 1, 2, 3. You divide by 24 because there's 24 pieces, right? Means you take 6x plus 4 times with 2x plus 4. After you times them, you divide by 24 to get one rectangle per surface area. But I will not do it like this. I will do it a little bit differently. Tapi both method boleh lah. Okay. So let's focus on this one small piece. One piece. So what will be the length and the width? It won't be 6x plus 4. It will be 6x plus 4 over 6 because I already cut it into 6 equal sides. Same with this part. The 2x plus 4 will not be the width anymore because I divide it into 4 equal sides already. So divide 4 like this. And then I will just take this one, darab this one lah. But before I darab, I can see that this one can kecilkan, right? Ada 3 ketul dekat sini. 6x, 4, 6. And all these 3 ketul ni can simplify, can divide by 2. So divide 2, 3x. Divide 2, 2. Divide 2, 3. So simplify already. What about this one? Same thing. 3 ketul ni can simplify, all divide by 2. X divide by 2, 2 divide by 2, 2. Like this. And then now what you have to do, you can find the total surface area. I mean the top surface area. So what you do is you take the length times the width, then you get the area of this small piece already. So 3x plus 2 over 3 times with x plus 2 over 2. Remember, atas darab atas, bawah darab bawah. Bawah darab bawah is 6, atas darab atas is it will be 3x plus 2 times x plus 2. So how can we darab this? We have to darab one by one. So first we will take 3x times x, which is 3x squared. Next 3x times 2, 6x, 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 2, positive 4. So the answer will be 3x squared plus 6 plus 2 is 8x plus 4. So the answer is this, 3x squared plus 8x plus 4 over 6. All right, so the answer is A. Okay, so that's the answer for question number 13. Okay, number 14. So let's read the question. A branch manager of a clothing store is paid salary 3 times that of a part-time worker, RMX per hour. So let's write it down. Part-time worker, and then we have BM, branch manager. So the part-time worker punya salary is RMX per hour. So RMX, but it's per hour. It means 1 hour you will get paid this amount, X amount, RMX. But they say the branch manager is 3 times. So the branch manager punya salary will be 3x lah per hour, 3x per hour. And then they say the working time for the part-time worker is half of the manager's working time Y hours. It means the manager working time is only Y hours per day in a day. So manager is this one, right? So the working time is Y hours per day. Means 1 day he only work for Y hours, but then the working time for part-time worker is half of the managers. So part-time you only work for half, means Y over 2 lah, ataupun you can say 1 over 2Y. Okay, 1 over 2Y ataupun Y over 2 per day, because they say in a day, right? So this one very important, per day. And then they say if they work for 26 days, okay, 26 days a month, express the difference in salary between the two workers in terms of X and Y. Okay, Z represents the difference in salary, but they say, okay, difference in salary between two workers, right? But they say they work for 26 days. So how to do? Okay, why not we find the difference in salary in 1 day first, and then only I times 26, right? So what is the difference between the two workers in 1 day? So in 1 day, how much does the part-time worker earn? So he will earn RMX if he works for 1 hour, right? But he works for 1 over 2Y hours. It means I have to take X and 1 over 2Y times together, right? So it becomes XY over 2. Is it true? Let's think about this. So 1 hour I get paid X. 1 hour I get paid X. But in 1 day he worked for 1 over 2Y hours, right? So if I times them together, I will get XY over 2. So yeah, XY over 2 is the salary he earned in 1 day for part-time. What about branch manager? So he get paid, branch manager get paid RM3X per hour, but then he work for Y hours in 1 day. So the amount he getting paid is 3 times X times Y, which is RM3XY. Then what is the difference? Of course, you will take besar tolak kecil. So besar is 3XY, kecil is XY over 2. How do I know that this is kecil? Well, it's because the branch manager is getting paid more. So branch manager punya salary is 3 times more than this. So like this. But then I have to times with 26. The reason is because this is only for 1 day. They want the difference in salary in 26 days, right? So this is the answer lah. 26 times with this. But you have to, you can expand, right? 26 times 3XY. What is 26 times 3? Let's press. I got 78. So I get 78XY here. And then also I will take 26 times with XY over 2, which is 26 divided 2, which is 13XY. 78 minus 13, I will get 65XY. So the answer is B, boy. All right. Number 15. Given that the area of shape P and shape Q is 16 and 36 cm squared, but they never mention what shape. They just say like a shape. So we don't know. It can be a square, it can be a rectangle, it can be a circle, I don't know. But we do know the area of P and Q. And this is the area. And they say if the shape Q is the image of shape P, it means Q is the image. So we all know that object has to go to image. So if they say Q is the image, means Q is the image, P is the object. Under enlargement, determine the scale factor for the enlargement if the position of the image is on the opposite side. So we all know it's not A and B. The reason is because if the image is on the opposite side of object, then the scale factor is negative. Let me explain. If the center is here, and this is the, let's say this is the object, and then I enlarge here, the image will be here. They will be on the same side. Okay, it will be on the same side. Even if it's fraction, I mean, even if it's like negative, even if it's fraction, the image will still be, how to say, on the same side. But if it's negative, then it will be on the opposite side. Okay, so remember, if the scale factor negative means what? Means it's at the opposite side. The object and image is at the opposite side. So that's why the answer is not A, B, it's either C or D. So how to do it? I think I will use this formula. Area of image equals to K square times area of object. And where you learn this formula in the combined transformation chapter. So, and remember this formula. So image is which one? 16 or 36? Q is the image. So Q punya area 36. So like that. And then K square, I'm trying to find. And then area of object is 16. So K square equals to 36 divided 16. Let's press calculator. 9 over 4. 9 over 4. And then K is equal to square root 9 over 4, which is 3 over 2. But we all know already it's not A and B. So the answer should be C. Why have to put negative? Because of this word here. The image is in the opposite side. Okay. I don't know why I feel like many of you will think it's D, because you just take 36 divide 16 and then you get 9 over 4, then you bulat D ataupun A. Cannot because this is area. In area, the K have to square one. The scale factor have to square. If it's area. But if it's panjang, then no need lah. If this one, if let's say the panjang of P, we have a line P, the panjang is 16 cm, and then we have another line Q, the panjang is 36 cm. Then the scale factor is 36 divided 16. If it's a garisan. But if it's a loss area, then we cannot just take 36 divided 16. We have to take 36 divided 16 and square root it, because if it's area, the K have to square it. All right, hope you understand. Okay, let's continue with question number 16. So let's read the question. Gopal conducted a survey on the hobbies of Form 5 students. So these are all Form 5 students' hobby. Table 2 shows the results of Gopal's survey. So we have number of students here, and then they say given the number of students who like to sing is half of the number of students who likes to dance. So number of students who like to sing is X, and now we know X is equals to what? Half of the number who like to dance. So X is equals to Y over 2 lah. Because they say number, this one X, right? So Y over 2. And then they say the number of students who like to dance is 1 over 3 of the total. So we know the Y is equals to what? 1 over 3n lah. And we can let n becomes the total. Okay. So how can, it means I just let n jadikan the total number of students. And then yang bawah kata apa? If a pie chart is drawn to represent the given information, means I draw inside the pie chart, means I have to convert all these numbers to angle later. Angle, not percentage, because pie chart is angle, right? And then they say calculate the difference of the angle of sectors which represents number of students who like to dance and reading. Okay, this is my plan. First, I will find the number of students for dancing and reading first. And then I'll find the difference. After I find the difference, I will take the answer over the total, which is over n, and then times with 360. And then I'll get the answer. Okay. But first, I need to get the total and this first. I need to know the difference of student dancing reading first. So how to get the number? Okay. So let's think. X is equals to Y over 2, right? Because the SOALAN mentioned. So okay. So it means what I can conclude that. Okay, since n is the total, means what? It means everything add together should be equals to n. So n must be y plus 15 plus 45 plus x, right? But we know x can replace with y over 2, right? So, and then y also can replace with 1 over 3n, right? So why not we, okay, the y I can replace now, okay? I can substitute now, but I think I will gantikan later. I won't ganti now. So I will try to take 45 plus 15 and then get 60. And then the y over 2, I can write in front also, right? So it will be y plus y over 2 plus 60 like that. And then we all know that y kalau tak ada depan number means 1y. It means it's 1y tambah 1/2y. And you can use calculator and press 1 plus 1 over 2. And then use 3 over 2y. Okay. Maksudnya this one is 3 over 2y plus 60 like that. Okay. And then now I baru I ganti y equals to 1 over 3n. Now baru saya ganti. And don't forget when we write n over 1 over 3n means what? It's actually n over 3. You can actually put the n atas. It's the same thing. And then plus 60. And then can cut. You just left with n equals to n over 2 plus 60. And now I will try to hilangkan fraction. How to hilangkan everything times 2. So times 2, 2n. Times 2, just n, because the 2 and 2 potong. 60 times 2 is 120. Plus n, hantar jadi minus. 2n minus n is n. So n is 120. But of course, this is not the answer. This is just the n, which is the total. So we now know the total number of students is 120. So definitely later when I find this, the total I can put 120. But I still need something. I need the number of students dancing and reading. So do I know now the number of students dancing and reading? Reading I know already is 15, but dancing is what? Dancing is n divided by 3, right? And what is n divided 3? N is 120, divide 3 is 40. So now dancing punya orang is 40, reading punya orang is 15, but I want to find the difference. So 40 minus 15 is 25. But 25 is just the number of students. The soalan asks calculate difference of angle of sector. Means they want to convert this to angle. But we already know the, how to say? We already know the difference, the number of students punya difference is 25, right? Then we just per dengan total 120 times with 360 lah, because we want to convert to angle. If I want to convert to percentage, I would times 100, right? But if I want in angle, then I would times 360. So if I press this, I should be able to get the answer. Let's press 25 times 36, times 360 divide 120. So 75, right? So that's how you do it. Huh? Okay, let's continue with number 17. Table 3 shows the distribution of the scores of a group of students in the quiz. So there's students yang dapat 4 marks, 5, 6, 7. And these are the cumulative frequency. And then they say given that the mean for the data is 5, determine the score mode. Okay, there's a problem here. When you find mean, you need the frequency. This is cumulative frequency. You can't use cumulative frequency. You have to convert this to a normal table, a normal frequency table. So what I have to do is I will do, oh my god, why this one so thick? Okay, let's use this. So first I will do a new table, and then I will call this score, I will call this frequency, and this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7. So what will be the frequency for this one? It will be 3x. That's why, because the first one is always the same one, and then the next one, this one, it will be 4x plus 4 minus 3x. 4x plus 4 minus 3x, which is x plus 4. And then this one, the frequency will be 4x plus 10 minus the previous one, which is 4x plus 4. Oh my god. I think I'll just do it here lah. 4x plus 10 minus 4x plus 4. But put bracket, if no bracket, wrong. So the bracket is important because after you open the bracket, it will be minus 4x minus 4. Because you have to expand. And then 4x minus 4x 0, 10 minus 4 is 6. This is 6. And then now for my last one, this one, the frequency will be what? It will be 4x plus 16 minus with 4x plus 10. So 4x plus 16 minus 4x plus 10. Why I have to minus? Because this is the cumulative. Cumulative is like frequency yang sudah ditambah. It's the kekerapan logo kan. So I have to tolak balik to get back the frequency. So 4x plus 16, same like just now, tak ada bracket, salah. Minus 4x, minus plus 10 jadi minus 10. 4x cut, 16 minus 10, 6. This is also 6. So now they say what? Given that the mean for the data is 5, determine the mode. So we all know the mean is 5. So I can just write mean equals to 5. And the mean formula is take the score times with the frequency. So 4 times 3x, 12x, plus with 5 times x plus 4. So 5 bracket x plus 4. But we all know when we expand this, we will get 5x plus 20, right? So why not we just write it straight away. 5x plus 20, And then plus with 6 times 6, 36. 7 times 6 is 42. Divide by n, which is the total frequency. The total frequency is 3x plus x plus 4, and then plus 6 plus 6 plus 12. Okay. So now I will erase this, and use this space to find x. So don't forget this whole thing equals to 5, because the mean is equals to 5, right? So let's buat yang bawah dulu. 3x plus x, 4x, 4 plus 12 is 16. Yang atas pula 12x plus 5x is 17x. And this part we can use calculator. Let's press 20 plus 36 plus 42. Okay, I got 98, right? Equals to 5. But I want to find x, right? So I should hilangkan fraction. I pindah this one jadi darab. So it will be 17x plus 98 equals to 5 times with 4x plus 16. Because this one is bahagi jadi darab. So when you expand this, what you get? 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 16 is 80. So let's just write it straight away. 5 times 4x is 20x. 5 times 16 is 80. 80. So now I can find x, right? So how to find x? This one ada x, this one ada x. So dia boleh buat, tapi it's on different side. So pindah ni ke sana dulu. Plus 17 pindah jadi minus 17. 20 minus 17, 3x. 80 boleh pindah ke sini. Plus 80 pindah jadi minus 80. What is 98 minus 80? 18. So x sama dengan 18 bahagi 3, which is 6. So the x value is 6. but the answer is not D. They never ask for X, they ask for mode. So walaupun X is 6, but 6 is not the answer yet, I have to go back to this diagram and change this value. So 3X, right? But now you know X is 6 already. So 3 times 6 is 18. And then what about this X plus 4? X is 6, right? So what's 6 plus 4? It's 10. So I can erase this. So now we know the frequency here now is 10. And the frequency here is 18. The frequency, because 3 times 6, so 18 here. And now what they want is the mode. Mode means the score with the highest frequency. So 18, 10, 6, 6. Obviously, the highest frequency is 18. But the mode is not 18. It's the score with the highest frequency. So 4 should be the answer. Okay? Because that's what mode means. Mode means the yang paling popular lah. Ataupun yang paling banyak orang score. Score yang paling banyak orang dapat. So that's how you do it. Okay, number 18. The distance between Ipoh town and Petaling Jaya town on map is 4.8 cm. So this is under Form 3 punya chapter. It's called scale drawings. Scale drawing. And there's a few things I need to talk about for this scale drawing. First, let's talk about how to differentiate object and image. How to know which one is object, which one is image. Okay, for object, I will use this word, real ataupun actual. Okay, real ataupun actual. For image, I will say it's fake. Okay, it's fake. Ataupun sometimes it's a map. It's on a map. It means it's not the real distance lah. It's fake. Ataupun a floor plan. A floor plan. Means it's fake lah. Okay, it's fake. So I'll just give you an example. Okay, let's use this question as an example. The distance between Ipoh town and Petaling Jaya town on map is 4.8 cm. Is this the real distance or a fake distance? It's a fake distance, right? So this is the image. Okay, so 4.8 cm is the image. Okay, so I write I is 4.8. And then they say given the scale used is 1 cm 50 kilometers. So scale factor, let's use K, is equals to 1 ratio 50. Okay, but it's 1 cm ratio 50 kilometer. So we all know the scale factor formula is I per O, right? It means it's 1 over 50 lah. The scale factor come out is 1 over 50. Okay, but it's okay. Let's keep reading. If Benjamin starts driving his car from Ipoh town at 10:50 in the morning, because they write in 24 hours, means this is in morning, and reaches Petaling Jaya town at 1:20, this one is PM already. Calculate the average speed of car. So the average speed formula is what? Distance bahagi time, right? But the time I can find it is 2.5 hours. Because 10:50 until 1300 is 2.5 hours. But what I need now is the distance. And what is the distance? Okay, we already know the distance between them is 4.8 cm. But I have to convert to kilometer because they want the average speed in kilometer per hour. So the distance punya unit should be in kilometer and the time punya unit should be in hours. Then only in the end, the unit will become kilometer per hour. But this is in cm, right? So how to convert this? Okay, you already know I per O equals to 1 over 50. And then I already know is 4.8. The image is 4.8, right? So how to find the object? Cut darab silang lah. So object equals to 4.8 darab 50 lah. Okay, it means 240. Okay, so this is 240 kilometers. So after you know so this is the real distance, 240 kilometers, but they want average speed, right? So average speed formula is distance over time. So distance is 240 kilometers, and then time has to be in hours. So start from 10:50 a.m. and then drive until 1:20 p.m. It means how many hours has passed? Okay, I would say, okay, after 1 hour, is what? 11:50, right? And then after another hour is 12:50, right? But then after 1 hour will be 1:50 already. But can you see this is 1:20? It means I have to it's not 1 hour here. It's actually 30 minutes. Betul tak? Because 12:50, if you plus 10 minutes, it will be 1 o'clock. And then 1 o'clock plus another 20 minutes. Then it's 1:20. It means 30 minutes in total lah. So it's actually 2 hours plus with 30 minutes. But I need to convert this whole thing to hours. And how to do that? I have to take 30 minutes divide 60. So that this whole thing becomes hour. So it's actually 2 hours plus with 0.5 hour. Because if you tekan 30 divide 60, let's press, I get 0.5. So what is, it means 30 minutes in hour is actually 0.5 hours. So what's 2 hours plus 0.5 hour? 2.5 hour. And then 240 divide 2.5, you should get the answer 16. Wait, did I press correctly? 240. Okay, 96. Okay, I forgot to press the 2, sorry. So 96. So the answer for 18 is C. Yeah. Okay, let's go to question number 19. Okay, this question is quite difficult. And it's also not from 4 from 5 punya chapter. It's also one chapter from 3. It means the PT3 level. It's a plan and it's called angle of elevation and depression. And we do this a lot. If you got watched my previous videos, almost all states comes up. This one it comes up. So let's see. Diagram 7 shows Chang is observing the top of building. So this is Chang, and then he's observing the top of the building. His eyes is looking up there. When he is standing at point O, he finds that the angle of elevation of the top of building from his eye level is 35. Okay, you have to know something. If they say angle of elevation is 35, means looking up punya angle is 35. But you cannot label like this. Remember, you always have to start from eye level. Eye level is like this. It means the line yang parallel dengan horizontal ground. So the looking up punya angle is here. This is 35. Okay, but if you join a line here, this should be 90. Okay, this would be 91. And then they say he then walks 3.5 meters. So he walks 3.5 meters towards the building and finds that the angle of elevation of the top has become 43. So he walks 3.5 meters. So we know the distance here is what? Is 3.5 meter. 3.5 meter. And then after he stand here, then he look up again, but this time the angle of elevation change already. It becomes 43 degree, right? And then now it says, but if the height of Chang's eye level from horizontal ground is 1.75, so his eyes and the horizontal ground punya distance is 1.75 meter, means here also 1.75 lah, right? Because this is parallel one. So calculate the height of building. So what is the height of building? It will be the whole thing here. Okay. So how to do? Okay, I think I will let this becomes X. Okay, I will let the height of building becomes X. Okay, not the whole height lah. I only let this part only become X. And now I can see two right angle triangle. The first right angle triangle is like this. Okay, like this. Okay, and the second right angle triangle is this one. Okay, please don't take this one. Please don't take this one. Don't take this one. Because this is not a right angle. And if it's not a right angle, you can't do anything. Because we need to make sure it's right angle triangle, baru kita boleh guna the SOHCAHTOA and the Pythagoras. So look at the red triangle. The red triangle is like this, you know. Okay, I'll draw it here. So the red triangle is like this, like this, like this. This is 90 degree, this is 35. And this is X, right? But then sini tak tahu, tak tahu. Sini pun tak tahu. But look at the green triangle. The green triangle is what? Is 43, is 90, and then this X and this X is the same. And then sini pun tak tahu, sini pun tak tahu. So masalah lah, right? Because if I want to find X, I need to make sure I have one more sides. And I need this side actually. Okay, because this is impossible to find. The eye level distance is impossible to find. The only thing possible to find is the distance here, which is from here to here. Okay, but how to find here to here? I only know sebahagian is 3. I only know sebahagian daripada jarak sini, which is 3.5. So why not we jadikan the distance here y? Because I already let this height become X, right? So why not we make this Y? It means the panjang here will be Y lah, right? Because if you look at the green triangle, if this is Y, means the adjacent here will be Y also. And what about the adjacent for the red triangle? It will be 3.5 plus Y. Because if you look at the red triangle is way bigger, right? And the, how to say? Yang garis bawah ni is 3.5 plus Y. And then now I think I will use tangent for both case, because opposite adjacent, right? So I will write down, let's write here, tangent 35 equals to opposite X over adjacent 3.5 plus Y. And then I will write again using the other triangle, tangent 43 is equals to opposite over adjacent, which is X over Y. And then I will try to find X from both these, how to say? Or should I find Y? Okay, let's find X lah. So what is tangent 35 times 3.5? Let's press tangent 35 times 3.5. Okay, I get 2.45 0.07, so 2.451 plus with tangent 35 times y, which is 0.70002y. 0.70002y. 002y equals to x. Okay. And then let's do the same here. Let's press tangent 43 and then times y. So tangent 43, what's tangent 43? 0.9325, but you have to times y, right? So 93251. And since this x and this is x equals, this is also x equals, I can just write x equals to x and then like just ganti masuk lah. So I will just write what? 0.9325y equals to this x. 2.451 plus 0.7002y. And since I'm trying to find y, what I'll do is I'll pindah the plus jadi minus. So it becomes, let's press 0.9325 minus 0.7002. So I get 0.2323. And don't forget to write y. So how to find y? 2.451 divide answer. So 10.55. 10.55 is the y value. But is this the answer? I don't think so, because y is just this part. Okay. So remember, from here to here is 3.5. Here to here is 3.5. But here to here, I already know it's 10.55. So let's write down 10.55. So can I find the values of, okay, what they want actually? Calculate the height of building. It means I need the value of x, right? It means I need the value of x and then plus with 1.75. So I don't want the value of y, I need the value of x. And how to do that? Just ganti into the original equation. I can ganti into this equation. This equation also can. But let's use this. X equals to what? 0.9325y. And since y I sudah cari tadi, why not I just ganti masuk? So just tekan answer times 0.9325. I got 9.838. Okay, 9.838. But you don't go and bulat C, no. Be patient. This is the X. The soalan, I don't think the answer, that's what the answer asks. The question never asked for X. The question asked for height of building. Look carefully, the height of building is not just X. X is just sebahagian saja. You kena tambah lagi the distance 1.75, which is the eye level, the distance of eye level with and the horizontal ground. So plus with 1.75, then only I can get the answer. So plus with 1.75, let's press. Answer plus 1.75. Okay, I got 11.588. Wait, let's press again. 1.75. 11.588. Yeah, 11.588. So if we look at this, is D lah, okay? Because if you round this off, it will become 11.6. If you round off to 3 significant figures lah, it would be 11.6. Okay, the ABC, okay, bukan lah, okay? The closest answer is D. The answer yang makes sense is D. Okay, let's go to number 20. In diagram 8, ROS is a diameter of unit circle. So we can see this is diameter, and unit circle means what? The radius will be 1, 1, -1, -1. And we can write CS here. And this CS means what? It means cos theta equals to 0.6 and sine theta equals to -0.8. But look carefully, this theta and this theta is different because this point R is duduk dekat sini. It means when I say cos theta is 0.6, what I meant is cos this theta, the one I draw from, because angle must start dari sini, right? And then you will count, you will sing until it reach here. Cos this angle is 0.6 and sine this angle. Okay, let's erase all this. Let's see what the soalan want. Find the value of x. Dekat mana x? This angle. So I don't think I will use this coordinate, right? Because if the x is here to here, it means I need the coordinate for point S. Okay, point S. Because point S will help me find this angle, not point R. But they did mention this is a diameter, right? So if this is a diameter, and it's across like this, means the coordinate would be the same, 0.6, 0.8. It's just that you have to add negative at the 0.6 because this is the left side of 0, right? So remember, if I give you a coordinate like this, 0.6, -0.8, and I tarik a diameter and pass through center, and sampai the other side, the coordinate will be the same. It's just the tanda saja yang might be different. So this is 0.6, but this is -0.6. And this one is -0.8, but this one is positive 0.8. Okay. Now I know now I can write CS already. So now I know cos theta ataupun cos x lah. In this case is -0.6, and then sine x is equals to 0.8. So if you want to find value of x, it's possible. This is both normal case. So I'll just tekan shift sign 0.8. But before you tekan determine quadrant first, so ASTC, add sugar to coffee, sign bernilai positif, maksudnya berada di quadrant 1, quadrant 2. So quadrant pertama, quadrant kedua. Now I will tekan shift sign 0.8. Shift sign 0.8. So shift sign 0.8, what I get is 53 degree 8 minute. 53 degree 8 minute. But this is not the only answer. Because there's first quadrant and second quadrant. So how to get the second quadrant? 180 minus answer. Okay, I dapat 126 degree 52 minute. Okay, but which one is the answer? Which one is the answer? Okay, if you look at X punya angle, you can clearly see that it's in the second quadrant. Can you see it? This is not a acute angle. This is a obtuse angle. Maksudnya is already more than 90. So definitely we don't take the quadrant 1 lah, because X is not possible to be 50 something. Is more than 90 already. So it has to be 126 degree 52 minute. But I realized in ABCD they never put in degree minute. So let's use the calculator and change back to point punya jawapan. So my calculator says it's 126.869. So 87. So yeah, A is the answer. Then maybe some student will ask, what if I use this to what? Use the cos X. Can also, you get the same answer also. I'll show you. You just don't press the negative. No, cannot press on the negative. The negative only indicates quadrant. So add sugar to coffee. Cos bernilai negative. Is cos positive is quadrant A and quadrant C, but cos negative, so it'll be this here and here. And this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3. So it'll be 2 and 3. But I already mentioned this X angle is not, is quadrant 2 punya angle. So I don't think I'll take quadrant 3 punya jawapan, quadrant 2 punya jawapan. And now I'll press shift cos 0.6. But don't press negative. So shift cos 0.6, let me press 53.13 ataupun 53 degree 8 minute. Let's write in decimal because the answer is all in decimal. So X equals to what? Jangan tulis jawapan ni, because I already say this cos bernilai negative, the quadrant is 2 and 3. But the 3, I confirm no already, is not the answer. Because this X is quadrant 2. So I have to convert 180 minus answer. So 126.87 also. Okay. As you can see, the answer is the same. It doesn't matter which one you do, you still get the same answer. Okay, 21. Given that, okay, JJ, JK, and so on is edges of a simple graph, determine the vertices of the simple graph. Determine the vertices. It means J, K, L, N, M, J, K, L, M, N. So the answer is D. The reason is because if they want to determine vertex, you tak payah lukis, right? Let's draw. Let's try to draw. So the first edge is JJ. It means, let's say this is one of the dot, the vertex, and JJ means what? It means it goes out and then it come back into J. Means this is a loop. And then J to K is the second edge, so J to K. And then J to N, okay, it's here lah. And then K to L, okay, let's say it's here. And then K to M, let's make M here lah, okay, whatever. And then L to M, okay, L to M. And then M to N, okay, M to N. And then M to N again. So multiple edge lah. This one is multiple edge. So M to N again like this. Okay. So this is how the graph looks like lah. And then they say determine vertices. So J, K, L, M, N lah. Okay. It's not A. The vertex tak boleh, but J and J tulis sekali saja. Same thing this one, N tulis dua kali, salah. The answer is D. But I think this question, maybe they made a mistake here because this is not a simple graph. Because simple graph means no loops and no multiple edges. But if you look at this question, it's clearly got loops and multiple edges already. But you still can find the answer lah. The answer is D. So let's keep going. Soalan number 22. Diagram 9 shows the undirected graph with weighted. Undirected means this graph has no direction. Dia tak ada arrow. But it has a weighted means the other labeling. Let's read. Rizal wants to draw a tree with minimum weight value for the undirected graph. Determine value of minimum weight. So let's talk about tree. Because this one, the exam likes to ask also in paper 1. What is tree? I mentioned many times also in previous video. Tree has 4 characteristics. The first characteristics, all vertices must be connected. Second characteristic, no cycle. No cycle. Third characteristic, it must be a simple graph. Okay, what is simple graph? no loops, and no multiple edges, ME. And then the last one is the n number of edges equals to number of vertex minus 1. Okay, so all these are the 4 characteristics that you need to hafal, or else you can't do soalan yang jenis 3. Okay, so let's go to the graph now and let's try to find the tree with the minimum weight. So let's use red color. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 vertices, but we have to make sure all vertices must be connected so that we can call it a tree. So maybe I will start with here, and then okay, this is 20, the weight. Okay, but then if you look at here, 12 plus 8 is also 20. But it's better to jalan here and here. Because if I jalan atas, I only connect 2 dots. Can you see? If I jalan here, I only connect 2 vertex. But if I jalan here 12, 8, I already connect 3 vertex. 3 vertex. And the sum is 20. But just now, if I jalan here, I only connect 2 dots, but then is already 20, the weight. So I'm trying to find minimum. Means I focus on getting it smaller. So how to connect? So maybe I can connect like this, right? Okay, this vertex. I have to make sure all vertex must be connected. And then how to connect this rest? Maybe I can go like this, like this, like this, right? But of course, maybe some of you will also say like, why not you just erase this and erase this and go like this, go like this. Like this also 3, because you see all vertex connected, and then yeah, it's also 3. Okay, so let's try lah. Let's try to take 12 plus 8 plus 9 plus 31 plus 16 plus 19 and see what I get. 12 plus 8 plus 9 plus 31 plus 16 plus 19. So I get 95, right? Which is one of the answer lah in C, right? But is this the tree with minimum weight? You don't know yet. You have to try lagi banyak kali. So why not? Why not? I took okay, so the red color one is 95 just now. Let's use other jalan. Same 12 and 8, 9, but this time I will walk like this. I will walk 23, and then okay, do I go 1629 or do I go 1916? I think 1916 is much more smaller, right? So why not we try with the blue color? 12 plus 8, and then plus 9, and then plus 16, which is here, and then plus 23 plus 19. Okay, and then let's see what I get if I plus all this. So press calculator, 12 plus 8 plus 9 plus 16 plus 23 plus 19. Okay, I got 87. Okay, which is the smallest option in all the ABCD. If you look at ABCD, this is the smallest. So confirm A is the answer already. Okay, it means there's no other, how to say, other answer yang lebih smaller than 87, because this is the other option already, and I got 87. So yeah, that's the answer. Okay, it means for this type of question, you have to keep trying and see ada tak yang lagi, yang the weight lagi smaller, because they want the minimum weight value, right? So yeah, this is how you do. This is how I would do this question. So hope you understand. Okay, soalan 23. The area and height of trapezium is 144 and 18. Let's draw a trapezium, and they say the height of trapezium is 144, and I'm sure by height they are trying to say the height yang straight punya, which is this one. Height is 18, and the area is 144. What's the formula for area of trapezium? 1/2 times the sum of 2 parallel lines and then times with the height equals to 144. But they say 2 parallel sides of the trapezium are x and y. So 2 parallel, so here will be x plus y lah, because the formula is 1/2 times the sum of 2 parallel sides. So x plus y, 18, 144. And then they say x ratio y is 1:3, calculate value of x. If x ratio y is 1/3, means x over y is 1/3. Remember this, you can always change the nisbah punya symbol, the ratio punya sign, to fraction. And why I change to fraction? So that I can darab silang lah. So when I darab silang, I will get y equals to 3x. It means y is 3 kali ganda lebih panjang berbanding x. So if y equals to 3x, means I can erase this and write 3x here. And we all know 3x plus x is 4x. So it will be 4x divide 2, which is 2x times with 18 equals to 144. And then 2x equals to 144 divide 18. Let's press calculator. I got 8. So x is equals to 4 lah. But is this the final answer? Let's see. Calculate value of x. So yeah, the x is 4. All right. So the answer is C. For 23, the answer is C. Yeah. Okay, let's continue with 24. Diagram 10 shows a speed time graph. So this is a STG. Automatic, when you see this word, you have to, your brain have to connect terus. STG means what? You can use the gradient to find acceleration, and you can use the area to find the distance. Yang tu you kena tahu. And also check for the unit. Sometimes they akan, they will, how to say, make it difficult by changing the unit. So diagram 10 shows a SDG for the motion of particle. So now they say calculate the acceleration for the second 6 seconds. So this is important, not first 6 seconds, second 6 seconds. So how to do it? First of all, they want to find acceleration. So what you will use, I hope all of you know, is using gradient, because that's how you find acceleration. In the STG, you want to find acceleration, you use gradient. But which line? There's so many lines here. Got 3 lines, and these 3 lines all have different gradient. So which line I'm trying to find how? Okay, they want to find acceleration for the second 6 seconds. Can I take this line punya gradient? I don't think so, because this is first 6 second punya. So I think I need this line, but they say second 6 second. This is 6, this is 18. So if I start from here, after 6 seconds, it will be 12, right? So I'm trying to find the gradient of this line and this line, right? So let's write down the coordinate. This coordinate will be 6, 4. And then this coordinate, do I know? I know the x coordinate is 12, but I don't know the y coordinate, right? But it's fine. It's fine. I can use this point also, 18, 10. The reason why I can use this point is because I'm trying to find the gradient. I'm not finding the distance. So if I use this point and this point to find the gradient, sama lah dengan saya guna point ni dengan point ni to find the gradient. Is the same because they are collinear. It means they are segaris. So if I give you point A, point B, point C, when I try to find the gradient of AB, and I try to find gradient of AC, and I try to find the gradient of BC, they will all give you the same answer. If they are segaris lah, if they are segaris, memang macam tu kan. All they will give you the same answer. So to find the gradient of this short line, I just need to know the gradient of this long line. They will give you the same gradient. So the gradient will be y minus y bahagi x minus x. So 10 minus 4 divide 18 minus 6, which is 6 over 12, which is 1 over 2, which is 0.5. So the answer is A. And the unit is ngam already. It's already MSS. And sometimes they will, how to say, they want you to convert the unit also. Okay, maybe they want you to divide 60, change to hour or something like that. But this one no need because the unit is already memang betul already. Okay, 25. Solve the simultaneous linear inequality for this and this. Okay, let's do it. 5 minus 3W. So first is I will solve. Solve means find the unknown. So the unknown for this case is W. So what I will do is I will leave the W here and then pindah the 5 there. Plus 5 jadi minus 5. Negative 4 minus 5 is negative 9. So W will be negative 9 divide negative 3. So W will be positive 3. But whenever you divide negative, you have to change the symbol. Bigger jadi smaller sama dengan, smaller sama dengan. So smaller sama dengan 3, it means B salah, D salah. Because if they say smaller sama dengan 3 means the W can be 3, 2, 1, and so on lah. I just list down the first 3 values lah. Tapi sebenarnya ada lagi. Let's do the other one. Negative 4W minus 2 terus hantar jadi 6 plus 2, which is 8. And then W will be 8 divide negative 4. So W will be negative 2. Oh, divide negative number again. Change the symbol. Tukar symbol, smaller jadi bigger, jadi bigger. So what are numbers that are bigger than negative 2? Negative 1, 0, and 1, and so on. I only named the first 3, but sebenarnya ada lagi. So now I will combine the result from these two. So the W has to be smaller sama dengan 3, but at the same time bigger than negative 2. It means the smallest value of W is negative 1 lah. Yang possible negative 1, and then 0, 1, it will keep going up 2, and then 3, and then stop there already. This is the answer. It cannot be 4 already because they already say W has to be smaller sama dengan 3, but 3 is included because other line. And also the smallest value is negative 1, not negative 2 because tak ada line dekat sini. So this is the answer. So the answer is A. All right. Number 36, simplify this. Okay, you can see this base 5, base 5, base 5. Remember, if I give you A power n times A power n, if the base is same, the power, we will plus them together. But what if is A power m divide A power n? Then if the base same, the divide, then the power will minus. Okay. Only for times divide, all right? Okay, so now I can see that I will do one by one. The down one, I will leave it first. I can see this is base 5, this is base 5. So the base is same, right? So I can take the power and plus. So it'll be 4n plus 2 plus with 2n. Now I will end up with 5 power 4n plus 2n is 6n plus 2 divide 5 power 3n minus 1. And now only I will divide. Can you see it's same base, base 5, base 5? So if base sama bahagi, the power will minus. So it'll be 5 power, the power you have to minus. So 6n plus 2 minus 3n minus 1. But you must put bracket. If you don't put bracket, salah. Because if you don't put bracket, you thought this one is -1, but it's actually +1. Because once you open the bracket, once you expand, it will be -3n, the -1 will become +1, because the minus outside here will change all the sign inside the bracket. So it'll be 5 power 6n minus 3n is +3, 2 plus 1 is +3. The answer is B, boy. Okay. 27. Given 4 times with 8 power 3x equals to 1. Calculate the value of x. So this is also under indices question. It's also not from 4, from 5 one. You learn in lower form. So how to do this? Okay, kalau saya, I will change all this to same base. You know why I change to same base? Because look at question 26. When we same base darab, the power we can plus. When we same base bahagi, the power we can minus. But what if it's not same base? Then nothing lah. Nothing I can do here. Nothing. You cannot take 4 times 8 jadi 32. Cannot do that. Because if there's power, you can't do that. So what you have to do is try to make it same base. So 4 and 8, if you think about it, you can change these both numbers to base 2. 4 is 2 power 2 and 8 is 2 power 3. Then what about the power 3x? Well, you just put bracket and write it beside like this. And then 1 is actually 2 power 0. Okay? Because anything power 0 is 1. And now since all same base already, now I can simplify this by taking 3 times 3x, which is 2 power 9x. Okay? So remember, if I give you a power m and then power n, it means I have to take the m and n darab. Okay, so m times n like this. That's why it's 9x equals to 2 power 0. Now I can use this one lah. Base sama darab the power I plus. Why I can use this? Because now the base same already. Originally it's not the same one. At first it's not the same, but now I make it the same already. That's why now I can take base 2, and then the power I can plus, because tengah-tengah is times. So 2 plus 9x equals to 2 power 0. And then now, can you see I can compare? Because the left side, the base is 2. The right side also, the base is 2. But the right, it means the base is sama both sides. Means the powers kena sama juga lah. Means 2 plus 9x must equal 0 also. So 9x equals to 2 jadi -2. X is -2 over 9. Answer is D. Right? That's how you do it. Okay, 28. Mina buys a slice of cake shape of a rhombus. So rhombus is a square, but yang sudah disengatkan. Okay. So let's talk about this shape. Okay, so yang atas, this one is called a square, this one is a parallelogram. Sorry, this is a square, this is a rectangle. So what is rhombus? Rhombus is actually a square yang sudah disengatkan. And then what if I sengatkan the parallelogram? I sengatkan the rectangle, then it's called a parallelogram. Okay, so now we are talking about rhombus, means we are talking about a shape. It's like a diamond shape lah. It's like a diamond shape, but this diamond shape actually comes from it's actually a square yang sudah disengatkan. So all these 4 sides should be same length. And then they say with diagonal 10 cm and 24 cm. It means diagonal is the line joining the vertex. It means corner to corner punya line, but not the outside punya line. The inside one. So satu sini, satu sini. So let's draw it nicely. Let's draw it bigger like this. So this line is 10 and then this line is 24. The whole thing. But we all know that they will intersect, right? These 2 lines will intersect, the diagonal will intersect here. And the place they intersect, that is the midpoint of these 2 points and also midpoint of these 2 points. So I can conclude that, let's say the 10 cm line is here. It means that this is 5, and then the other diagonal is 24, and then the half of it will be 12, like this. All right. And then they say find the perimeter of the upper surface of the cake. So if I want to find the perimeter of the cake, and the cake shape is rhombus, right? It means I have to take this side plus this side plus this plus this. But you don't have to do that. You just have to find satu side and then times 4, right? Because this is a rhombus. All the 4 sides is same length. So you just dapatkan satu side and then darab 4, then can already. But how to find this? Well, this is 90 degree because it's a rhombus. Imagine a diamond shape yang sama panjang. I garis satu, Confirm this will be 91. So if this is a 90, means this is a right angle triangle, right? And if it's a right angle triangle, I can use Pythagoras theorem to find the hypotenuse. So square root, bracket square, plus bracket square. Why plus? Because you're finding the longest one. Sini letak 5, sini letak 12. You pass this, you pass 5 square plus 12 square, you will get 169. Square root 169 is 13. But of course, this is just the satu side saja. I say you have to times 4, right? Why times 4? Because the perimeter ma. So it's like 13 times 4, which is 52. Okay, so the answer is B. All right. 29. Diagram 11 is a Venn diagram with the universal set M union N. Given N universal is 58. Okay, so far I cannot write the 58 because this is the here plus here plus here. So I can't write it, I can't label it. And then NM is 40. Can I write like this 40? Cannot, wrong. You write like this wrong, because M, look carefully, M is what? M is actually here, you know. It means this 40 is actually the sini dengan sini tambah, the sum of these two region. So the 40 I cannot write unless they got put the word only. Okay, if they got say M only is 40, then you put 40 here, then correct. But you never see the word only, right? So you can't do that. Let's keep reading. M intersect N is 12. So we all know the intersection will be the place di mana M dengan N, they share this region together. So this is 12. And do you remember they say NM is 40? So now I can find this part, right? I just take 40 minus 12, which is 28. And also I can find this because the total is 58. So 58 minus 28 minus 12, 18. All right. But what they want, NM complement is X plus 8. What? Okay, so X plus 8 equals to M complement. What is M complement? M complement, okay, what is M? M is here, right? Then what is M complement? Everything except M lah. Because M complement means tamau M. So tamau M is just 18 lah. So 18 equals to X plus 8. X equals to 18 minus 8, which is 10. So the answer is C. So hope you understand. Number 30. Given the universal set R, S, and T, which of the following Venn diagram represents the relationship R? Okay, this is the symbol of subset. Subset. What is subset? Subset means dikurung ataupun dia duduk dalam dia. So R duduk dalam S, itu maksud dia. Maksudnya R have to duduk dalam S. And if you look at A, B, C, D, yang mana yang R duduk dalam S? Ini bukan, R tak duduk dalam S. Ini bukan, ini S subset of R. Okay, bukan R subset of S. Because S yang duduk dalam. Remember, if I say R is subset of S, means R yang kena duduk dalam S. Bukan S duduk dalam R. So ini pun salah. Inilah jawapan. R duduk dalam S kan? Can you see? So you haven't even finished reading the question. I haven't finished reading the question, but I know the answer already. But let's read the whole thing also. S intersect T is empty set. Apa maksud S intersect T is? This is a symbol for set kosong. If they leave it blank, it means this is S, this is T. There's no intersection. Okay. And if you look at soalan, the jawapan yang you bulat tadi memang betul. S and T is separate. They don't have any intersection. That's why S intersect T is empty set. Is tak ada jawapan. Okay, 31. Diagram 12A shows a cuboid container. So this is a cuboid. Okay, let's complete the for them like this. And then with a base area of 176. So I assume it's talking about this, the base, the tapak. So the lost tapak is 176 cm square. And then the height of 6 cm. Okay, I can see it. Means I can find the volume lah. Because the volume formula is what? Base area times height, right? It means length times width times height. But we already know the length times width is 176. So if I press 176 times 6, that would be the volume of cuboid. But don't do it first lah. I still don't know what. I still haven't done reading the question, and I also don't know what they want. Let's keep reading. Diagram 12B shows a cylinder. Okay, this is a cylinder that has a height of 24. Okay, and a radius of 4 cm. Okay, radius of 4 cm. But be careful, because if you look at the the shaded punya part, it's not. They didn't shaded the whole thing. They only shade like sebahagian. And then let's read. Diagram 12B shows a cylinder container that has height of 24 and radius of 4 cm. So the label. Bella poured water into a cuboidal container until it's full. So it's filled with water, full. After a while, Bella wants to transfer the water in the cuboid container into the cylinder container. So he poured the water inside the cylinder. After transferring the water, Bella noticed that she needed more water to fill the cylinder until full. So all this water is poured inside the cylinder. After it poured, it only filled up to here only. Okay, it means it didn't fill up to 24 cm. It only fills up to less than 24 cm lah. I don't know how much lah. Okay, but I'm sure we can find it. Let's keep reading. How much the volume of water in liter is Bella needed to fill up the cylinder container? So I need to know how much volume needed. Means I have to find the volume of this cylinder, this top cylinder. And volume of cylinder formula is pi r square h. And they already say pi use 22/7. The r I already know is 4 square. And the height, I need to know this height. But the problem is I don't know this height. I cannot take 24. It has to be 24 minus this height. So because they say how much balance Bella needed. Means I need this height lah. I need this small height. So how to find this height? Okay, This one we will do last kali lah. Let's find the volume of cuboid first. I already mentioned just now is 176 times 6, which is 1056. So now we know the 1056 is the volume of cuboid. But they mentioned when they pour this water over there, it only fills up here. It means this 1056 is equals to volume of this bottom cylinder. Okay. And this bottom cylinder punya formula is pi r square h. But the r is 4, but the h you can muscle. Can you muscle 24? Cannot, right? You have to just muscle h lah. Okay. And this h is represents this h. Okay, the one down here. Okay, so can I find h? Yeah, I just press calculator. How to press? 1056 divide open bracket 2207 close bracket. Make sure you open bracket close bracket. Tak ada bracket, you wrong one. And then divide 4 square, which is divide 16. So I get 21. Okay, because I pindah this one become divide. So if the height here is 21, it means this top part is just 3 cm only lah, right? So can I find the volume of the top cylinder now? Yes. It's pi r square h. So 2207 times r is 4 square, and the height I know is 3 already. So now if I press this, I'll get the volume of this part, the top cylinder. So let's press 22 divide 7 times 16 times 3. So it's 150.857. So 150.86 centimeter cube, because everything is in cm. But if you look at the answer, alamak, tak ada jawapan. You know why tak ada jawapan? I already bulatkan for you. They want in liter. So I know my answer is 150.86 cm cube. I just need to convert this to liter. But how to convert centimeter cube to liter? Well, to be honest, I also never hafal. I also don't know how to convert cm cube to liter. But I do know 1 cm cube is equals to 1 ml. I know this one. Okay, it means I never hafal from cm cube to liter. I only hafal cm cube to 1 ml. So let's do this. I want in liter, right? So if it's 150.86 cm cube, it's same with 150.86 liter lah. Milliliter lah, because 1 cm cube is equivalent to 1 milliliter. So if 150.86 cm cube is equivalent to 150.86 milliliter, but they want in liter, and 1 liter is equivalent to 1000 ml. So you already know it's 150.86 ml. So why not I divide 1000? So 1, 2, 3, 0.15086. So the answer is B. Okay, so make sense? That's the answer. Okay, I just want to check with the schema just to be in case. So wait for me for a while. Wait, let me check. Let me check. ABDBC, ABDBC, DB, ABDBC, DB, ABDBC. Okay, yes, correct. Okay, so let's move on to question number 32. Okay, 32. Daniel wants to buy a pair of branded shoes online. So you want to buy a shoe online based on the promotional price offer from local company and abroad. Sales promotion detail of two companies given table 4 as shown table below. So he wants to buy the price, and if he buy from a local company, the promotional price is 1,200. But what is this? Shipping charges 2%. Okay, why not we just count it? What 2% means 2 over 100, right? Means 0.02. So you press 0.02 times 1200. So what is the shipping? RM24. Okay, I already press it. It's RM24. And then additional charge tak ada. And then they say 1 ringgit is equals to USD 0.24. But I think this one is for the abroad punya lah. Okay, it means if he buy from local company, he will pay how much? He will pay RM1224 if he buy from local company. But what if he buy from abroad? It will be $260 plus with the shipping charges 15 ringgit. Plus with 1% additional charge. 1% means 1 over 100. Ataupun you can say 0.01 times with what? Times with 260 lah. Okay, because I need 1%, because the price is 260. So let's press 260 times 0.01. Okay, I got 2.6. It means 2.6 USD. So what is 2.6 plus 50 plus 260? Plus 50 plus 260. Okay, I got 312.6. But this is not in RM. This is in US dollar. Because everything is in USD. And then let's baca dulu apa dia mau. Actually, I still don't know what they want. If Daniel make a payment by credit card, okay, the bank will charge 1% additional fee on each transaction from abroad. I think it's referring to this. Abroad, 1%. That's why in the local company don't have. Because you only have is a transaction from abroad. So I already calculated it just now. And then they say choose the correct answer of shoes price that Daniel needed to pay to the companies. So let's look at the answer. Okay, so very clear the answer is D, right? Because I already know the price he has to pay for local is 1224. But look at this. 1200, 1202, all wrong. So the answer is 1224. Okay. But then why this one and this one match? Why it doesn't match one? Yeah lah, because this one is in US dollar all of this is in RM. So I will show you how to convert. So US dollar is 312.6. But they mention here 1 ringgit is RM1 is equivalent to USD 0.24. So if I want to US dollar 312.6, then this will be question mark lah, berapa. So okay, first of all 0.24 macam mana nak jadikan 312.6? I have to times with what? I just tekan 312.6 divide 0.24. I get 1302.5. The reason is because I want to know 0.24 macam mana nak jadi sini. So I kena darab dengan 1302.5. It means here also I have to darab with 1302.5 lah. So what is 1 darab 1302.5? 1302.5. So it means if I convert the 312.6 US dollars to RM is 1302.5, which is this one lah. 1302.49, right? So makes sense, huh? That's the answer. 33. This is variation, and variation, please remember the 4 steps. If you don't remember, you will suffer. Okay. What is step 1? Always write down the variation. What is step 2? Change to equation. How to change the equation? Change the variation symbol jadi equal K. Tapi kena tambah K. Then you change to equation. Step 3, find K. Step 4, rewrite. Okay. Always these 4 steps on when doing variation. But some students, they like to, they want to skip, want to do fast. Don't. If you do that, very easy to pass salaman. Just follow. Given that P varies directly, if they say directly means atas dengan atas. So B varies directly as square of X, means the square of X I have to put atas. So X square atas. And inversely means atas dengan bawah as square root of H. So bawah is square root of H like this. And then if P is 8, X is 4, H 36. Why they give us the P, X and H? For us to find K later lah. Okay, for us to find K later. But before I find K, I have to change the variation to equation first. And how to do that? Just change it to equal, but I have to tambah K. And this K, the hubungan is darab. Now, the next step is find K. And how to find? You need to have P, X, and H lah. If you want to find K, that's why they give you P is equals to 8. And then X square. What is X square? X is 4, right? So 4 square, just write it lah. 4 square is 16, right? And then square root H. H is 36. But if you press square root 36, you will get 6, right? And then now, I can cut, left with what? Divide by 2 is 8 divided by 3. So 8 equals to 8 over 3 times K. So like this, 8 over 3K. So K equals to what? 8. This one is times, right? So times become divide. But you have to press bracket in your calculator. If you don't press bracket, you will get wrong. So let's press 8 divide open bracket 8 over 3 close bracket. Okay, I got 3. And then don't forget the last step is to rewrite. So rewrite lah. P equals to 3x square. But we have to know the K and this one, the hubungan is times. So if times means I will darab atas. So 3x square over square root H. So the answer is B. Okay, the next question is also variation 34. So you will use the same steps to do it. Okay, but I believe this is harder a bit because they never ask you to stop at step 4. After step 4, you have to, after you do until step 4, you still have to check what the soalan wants, because sometimes the soalan wants you to do even more. But the first 4 steps is forever, is always like that, man. It's always these 4 steps. Okay, let's look at this. Table 5 shows the changes in 3 quantity PQR. Given P varies directly as R. So atas dengan atas because directly, right? So R letak atas and the cube of Q. So directly as R and also directly as cube of Q. So Q cube. Both letak atas because both direct. And then calculate the value of X and Y. Jangan tengok table ni dulu. You kena buat step number 2, which is changing this to equation. But when you change to equation, kena tambah K. And then after tambah K, what is step 3? I told you already. After you find jadi equation, find K. After find K, rewrite. So now I have to cari K and rewrite. How to cari K? You need R, Q, and P punya value. Because if you want to find K, you need full information, complete information. If you look at this table, which one is complete? The first one, the second one, or the third one? The first one, right? I cannot use the second one because not enough information. I need PQR semua baru boleh. And this one also cannot because I don't have Q. So the only thing I can use is this column. So P I will masuk 103.68, R I will masuk 12, and then Q I will masuk 1.2 power 3. Be careful, because if you terbalik also it will be wrong. If you masuk the 1.2 in front and then 12 belakang is salah also. Okay, so what is K? I'll just tekan 103.68 divide 12 divide 1.2 power 3. Okay, let's press 103.68 divide 12, because this one is times, we can divide. This one also divide 1.2 power 3, but I will just put bracket lah, just to be safe. So bracket 1.2 close bracket shift square, means power 3 lah. So I will get 5. But don't forget the step number 4 is rewrite. So how to rewrite? You rewrite from this baris lah. So P equals to what? 5RQ cube. Okay. But if you look at the question, they ask us to calculate value of X and Y. Means I haven't finished yet. I still have to find X and Y. And how to do that? Okay, if you look at the second column of the table, this is X. And X is actually the value of P. So we already know P is equals to 5RQ cube. So how to find the value of X? Well, you just ganti the P with X, and then ganti the Q, R with 0.5, and then the Q is 2. So ganti with 2 power 3. But we all know 2 power, just press lah, 5 times 0.5 times 2 power 3, which is 8. So 20. Okay. So C is wrong, D is wrong. It's either A or B. So how to know? Ganti this one lah. But this time you will ganti into, okay, P equals to 5RQ kuasa 3, right? So this time P is 1.015, and then this time the R is not Y, the R is 7, be careful. And then Q is Y, so just Y kuasa 3. So now I'll try to find Y. How to do that? First, I will leave the Y cube dekat sini, and then I will pindah, this becomes divide. So I will press 1.015, divide 5, divide 7, because these are all times relation. So what is 1.015? Divide 5, divide 7. Okay, let me press. Okay, I got it already, 0.029. But I want Y, so I have to pindah the kuasa 3. So what happens when I pindah kuasa 3? It will become punca kuasa 3. Or in English, we call it the cube root of this one. So how to press cube root in calculator? Just tekan shift square root answer. So I get 0.307. So this is the value of Y, right? So the answer is B. Why not A? Because the A, they never square root it. The 0.029, you have to cube root it, not square root, cube root. So remember, you want to find Y, that's why you have to you have to do it like this. Okay. Actually, it's very easy. You just remember the step, you can do it. Okay, 35. Hakimi earns a monthly income of 6,500. So this is the monthly income. He also rents out his house for 600. So this is a passive income. This is the income. This is the passive income, because when he rent out his house means he will earn money, right? A month. Okay, so all cakap pasal monthly, all cakap pasal 1 month. He has fixed expenses. So this is expenses, means duit yang keluar. Yang 6,500, this one is duit yang masuk. 600 is also duit masuk, but this one duit keluar. And variable expenses, so expenses is also duit yang keluar in a month. Calculate Hakimi's monthly cash flow. So what is the formula for cash flow? The cash flow punya formula is take the total income minus the total expenses. Okay, minus the total expenses. So total income is 6,500 plus with 600. Total expenses minus 1,600 minus 1,500. Press this, you get answer. Okay. 6,500 plus 600 plus 1,600 plus minus 1,600 minus 1,500. Okay, let me press. Okay, I got 4,000. So the answer is A. They asked for monthly cash flow, right? And all this is already in 1 month. So yep. 36. Given matrix A is this, matrix B is this, with the circumstance A times B is equals to 1,001. Okay, this matrix we call it the identity matrix. If it's 1,001, this is this matrix we call it identity matrix. And what happens when if they say two matrix times together you get the 1,001? It means A and B, one of these is the normal matrix and one of these is the inverse. Okay, maksudnya if dua matrix darab dapat 1,001, then it means one of these matrix is the matrix and one of it is the inverse of the matrix. Okay, so remember when you take a matrix darab dengan dia sendiri punya inverse, you will end up with 1,001. Okay, so let's say matrix A darab dengan A punya inverse, darab. What if I take A inverse darab dengan A? You will also end up with 1,001. Okay. As long as you're taking matrix darab dengan dia sendiri punya inverse, you will end up with 1001. So if I say A and B darab is 101, means I can conclude that A is matrix A and B ada satu relation, dia ada connection, right? A inverse is actually B. Okay. Of course, you want to write like this also can. Like this also correct. Also correct one. Okay. But I will put the -1 here. Okay. So we all know matrix A is what? 8, -1, -4, 1. Inverse is equals to K11 H8. Then maybe some student ask, hey, Junhao, what if I put the inverse here? Can also, can also. But if you write like this, then it will be what? 8, -1, -4, 1. And then the B inverse, you will darab masuk the K first. So it will be K, K, KH, 8K inverse like that. Because the K you have to times inside. And then baru you what inverse, and then baru you compare in the end. Can also. Can also. If you want to do it like this, can also. But I will erase this because I will just show you the other way. But if you do it like this, you will end up with the same answer. Okay. Okay, so let's param this one. Okay, so let's continue from where I left off just now. So the inverse of this is equals to this, right? So we can see that this one, the right side dia tak darab masuk. So we respect them. I don't want to darab masuk also. So how to do inverse for this is 1 over the determinant and then times with the times with a bracket. So how to get this value? You have to take 1 over what? You have to darab silang like this, right? First you will take 8 times 1, which is 8, and then minus -4 times -1, +4. So just put +4. And then just now you take 8 times 1 first, right? It means that one you have to tukar tempat. You have to tukar tempat. So it will be 1 here, 8 here. And then the -1, -4, tak payah tukar tempat, just tukar tanda. So -1 jadi +1, -4 jadi +4. And now what is 8 minus 4? It's 4, right? And then here is 1148. But if you look at the right side, they never expand. They never darab masuk. So saya pun tak mau darab masuk lah, because I want to compare, right? If I darab masuk, then I cannot compare already. So now I will compare 1 sini dengan 1 sini, 1 sini dengan 1 sini. 4 is obviously H, so H is equals to 4 lah. And then 8 dengan 8, and then K is the whole thing. So K is 1 over 4. So because K is like that, so you have to take the whole thing. You cannot just say K equals to 4. Because okay, if this is 1 over K, then yeah lah, K is equals to 4. But it's K. So it means K is the whole thing, the 1 over 4. So K is 1 over 4, H is equals to 4. Let's look at ABCD. Ada jawapan ke? K 1 over 4, H4. K 1 over 4, H4. This one, right? K1 over 4, H4. Right? So that's how you do it. All right, 37. Also matrix. Determine value of X. Well, this is quite easy. Because if it's plus minus, you don't have to worry about, worry about the order. So 2 times X is 2X. 2 times 3 is 6. When you darab all the number inside the bracket darab equals to 81. And then atas darab atas equals atas, bawah darab bawah equals bawah. So atas darab atas, 4 plus 2x equals to 8. And then bawah darab bawah, -5 plus 6 equals to 1. But this one, nothing to do lah. I'm trying to find X. So I will focus here. 2x equals to +4 jadi -4. 8 minus 4 is 4. X equals to 4 divided 2. The answer is 2. Quite easy. Okay, let's go with 38. Diagram 13 shows 4 objects PQRS. I can see it. So they are all triangle, and it's right angle triangle. So PQRS drawn on a square grid. So square grid, PR and S are image of Q under enlargement. So Q is the object, because they say PRS is image, right? So this is image number 1, this is image number 2, this is image number 3. So they say which of the following is true. And I can see that the A answer says, but if the image is P, the scale factor is 1 over 2. Well, this is true or false? Okay, I will scroll down and see what are the other answer lah. So you kena tahu satu benda. If your image gets bigger, means your scale factor will be bigger than 1. Okay, but if your image getting smaller, means your scale factor is smaller than 1. But if your object and image didn't change, means your K is 1. Because if K is 1 means the object is like this, the image is also like this. It didn't change position at all. But what if your K is negative? Ini special. Kalau K negative, the object and image will be at the opposite side. It means the object will be at the opposite side. Just now also got one question like that, right? Do you remember? Let's find it. Where is it? Scale factor negative, scale factor negative, scale factor negative, scale factor negative, negative. No, not that one. Scale factor negative, scale factor negative, scale factor negative. Wait, where is it? Why don't have? Scale factor negative, scale factor negative. Okay, there, number 15. So image is at the opposite side. That's why the answer is C, not B. Got negative, right? Okay, but if you want the explanation, you can watch it yourself. Question 13. That one also very important. That one also student don't know one. Because that one is about area. So, okay, let's come back here. So, which of the following is true? Let's see. So, if the image is P, then the scale factor is 1/2. Let's see. Betul tak kalau Q object P image, the image is scale factor 1/2. Makes sense, right? Yeah, this is true because the scale factor formula is I per O. Means you take the length of image divide length of object. And we can see the image here is 1 unit and then the object is 2 unit. So it's 1/2, right? And there shouldn't be negative because, yeah, there's no negative. Okay, so A is the answer. What about B? The image is R, the scale factor is 2. Let's see. Betul tak? Kalau R image, P object, the scale factor is 2. Okay, the scale factor, can you see Q to R, it gets bigger. So definitely the scale factor is must be bigger than 1. Okay, and but it's not 2 because the formula is I per O. And if you look at the image, is 3 kotak, right? But the object is only 2 kotak. So the scale factor is 3/2. So this is wrong because they write 2 here. What about this one? Image Q, the scale factor is 2/3. So image Q, it means that the object is Q, the image pun Q. But I mentioned already, if the object and image is at the same position and same size, the K must be 1. So this is also wrong. And let's take out D. So D is the triangle S, and they say image is 1/2. Impossible lah, okay? Because Q to S, the image is getting bigger. If it's getting bigger, the K must be bigger than 1. So how can it be 1/2? Okay, the K must be 2 because this is 4 kotak, this is 2 kotak. So the K is actually 2 for if the S is the image. So that's how you do it. I want to repeat one more time. If your image get bigger, your K is bigger than 1. If your image gets smaller, your K is smaller than 1. But if K negative is a special one. K negative means the image and the object is at the opposite side. But some students, they will, how to say, misunderstand this. They thought like, oh, negative means the image jadi kecil. No, no such thing. No such thing. Okay. The negative indicates the object and image being at the opposite side. It doesn't mean that it's getting smaller. Because what if the K is -2? Does that mean it's getting smaller? No, it's getting bigger. This one means getting bigger. If the scale factor -2 means the image is getting bigger. It's getting 2 times bigger. It's just that the image will be terbalik and it will be at the opposite side. Okay, hopefully you understand. Number 39, Rishi's motorcycle are covered by motor insurance, which has a deductible provision of 280. So deductible is the money that you have to pay yourself if something happened, if something bad happened, that you have to pay first. And then the extra, the insurance company pay. Okay, it means you have to pay 280 first, and then if there is lagi banyak loss, then the insurance company will pay. Okay, during the insurance period, Rishi was involved in 2 accidents. Table 6 shows the loss he suffered. So first accident, okay, the kerugian yang dia kena tanggung is this one. This is the loss. And then the second accident, this one, loss. And then it says state the amount of compensation that can be claimed by Rishi. Well, in the first accident, he can't claim at all because his loss is 150.50. And in the policy, he already agreed to pay a deductible 280. So can you see the loss is smaller than the kerugian? Means this 150.50, for the claim, he will get RM0. Okay. It means all this value he has to pay. He has to pay himself. Because the deductible 280 is bigger than the loss. So the claim is 0. What about the claim for the second accident? This one he can claim how much? Okay, he will pay 280, of course, but there is still, but if I take 390 minus 280, I will get, let's press 390 minus 280. Okay, I get 110. It means that in the second accident, the insurance company will help him pay 110. Okay, he will pay 280 by himself, and then company will pay 110. So the answer is D. Okay, but I want to check up satu benda. You cannot take these two, go and add together, and then minus. Cannot. Because this is first accident, this is second accident. It's not the happening at the same time. Okay, so kira separately one. Kira separately. The first time accident, kira separately, second kira separately. You cannot just plus them together and do it together. Okay, finally, we are the last question. So let's finish it. Puan Elina's earn an annual income of Oh, so this is the annual income, the income. In year 2021, including a tax exemption allowance. So I think this is cakap pasal cukai punya lah. So if you cakap pasal cukai, you need to know the formula. The formula for cukai. So what is the formula for cukai? The formula for cukai is first you need the chargeable income. Chargeable income. And how to get chargeable income? The chargeable income punya formula is you take the total annual income minus the tax exemption and then minus lagi dengan tax relief. Okay, that is the formula to find chargeable income. Okay, and what is tax exemption? Like donation lah, usually donation. Okay, and what is tax relief? Like a lot lah, lifestyle, medical insurance, blah blah blah, stuff like that lah. But usually the soalan will tell you one, like what is tax relief? They will tell you straight away. So you don't have to worry about that. So let's come back here. So get the chargeable income by taking the total annual minus this minus this. After you minus, you will refer jadual. Okay, you will refer to the jadual, which is the tax rate lah. Okay, and then you clear the tax. Okay, after that, the next step is you will tolak dengan rebate. Okay, tolak dengan rebate. And rebate ada dua jenis. Okay, the first jenis of rebate is if your chargeable income is less than atau sama dengan, oh my god, I forgot already this one. I think it's 35,000. Okay. Oh, alamak, I forgot already. I think it's rebate 400 if it's less than or sama dengan 35,000. Let me just check quickly, because I don't want to, how to say? I don't want to say the wrong things here. So let me just check quickly with the book. So, yes. If your chargeable income does not exceed 35,000, then there will be a discount ataupun rebate 400. Okay, only if your chargeable income is less than ataupun sama dengan 35,000. And another type of rebate is called zakat. Okay, but if you never see the word zakat in the soalan, means tak ada lah. Okay, and then finally, after you minus rebate, then only you will get the payable income tax ataupun cukai yang perlu dibayar. Okay, this is the formula to calculate cukai. Okay, so these 4 steps. Okay, let's come back to the soalan. Puan Elinas earn an annual income, this one. So obviously it's referring to this one lah, the total annual income. And then tax exemption 105, definitely talking about this. And then her total tax relief, definitely talking about this. So in that year, she paid zakat and gave donation, blah blah blah, calculate chargeable income. Okay, first of all, the annual income is what? 112500. And then I have to minus tax action, minus tax relief, right? So minus with 10500, and then the tax relief also have to minus 26400. So if I press this, what will I get? 11250 minus 1050 minus 26400. 850, did I press correctly? 112500 minus 1050. Okay, I missed out a 0 here. And then minus lagi dengan 26400. Okay, I got 75600. 75600. That's the answer. Okay. Hey, why? Why is this the answer? What about this one? The zakat donation 50.5, 4,000. Do I have to minus? Actually, the zakat no need, but the donation, yes. So I should erase this. D is not the answer. Sorry. I still have to minus lagi 4,000. Why? Because donation is donation is actually tax exemption. So actually I have to minus lagi dengan 4,000. So I will end up with 71600. So B should be the answer. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain like lagi detail. If you look at the chart I show you just now, this is the step to find cukai pendapatan. Payable income tax means cukai yang perlu dibayar. So how to find it? Get your chargeable income ataupun dalam bahasa Melayu pendapatan bercukai. And how you get it? Take the income minus tax exemption, tax relief, and then refer jadual minus rebate, baru dapat ni kan. But rebate got dua jenis. If your chargeable income less than or sama dengan 35,000, you have to minus with 400. But I want to cakap pasal satu common mistake. Yang rebate ni, you minus dekat sini. You tak boleh minus dekat sini. This is a common mistake. Student will minus the rebate here sometimes. It means they will minus the zakat ataupun they will minus the 400 here. Okay, salah. Because the rebate you tak minus here. You don't minus it here. You minus it at the end. At the end. Dekat sini, to get chargeable income, you only minus the tax exemption and tax relief sahaja. You will not minus the rebate. The rebate, you will only minus when you are after you tengok jadual, when you're trying to get the cukai perlu dibayar. Means you minus at the last sekali baru you minus. You don't minus in the beginning. That is why when they ask for chargeable income, you will just take the total annual income minus the tax exemption 1050 and minus the tax relief and also 4,000 because 4,000 is the donation. And donation, yeah, you have to minus because donation is considered tax exemption. And also the 50.5 no need to minus because that's the zakat. The zakat you will minus when you will only find minus it when you're trying to find the cukai perlu dibayar, means the payable income tax. But the soalan never asked for that. The soalan only asked for chargeable income. So this is the answer. All right. So number 40, the answer is the 40 answer is B. Right. So that's all. All right.